Create three story elements. Story elements are like the building blocks of a book or a tale. They're the parts they're the parts that make up a story and help it come to life. These elements include characters, who the story is about, setting, where and when the story takes place, plot, the sequence of events that make up the story, conflict, the problem or struggle that drives the plot, and resolution, how the conflict is resolved. Here are teaching story elements: characters, setting, and plot. For characters, the characters are the people, animal, or creatures in a story. We ask, who is the story about? For setting, the setting is where and when the story takes place. We ask, when and where. For plot, the plot is a series of events in a story. The important parts form the beginning, middle, and end. We ask, what happens? Question: order the story's event from the first to the last event. What starts with C? Jason, what are you bringing in for Spanish class tomorrow? Asked Akash. Akash's sister Dara caught up with them as they left the school. I have no idea, answered Jason. It's too hard to think of anything. Each week, they had to bring an object that started with a certain letter. They had to share some interesting facts about it. It all had to be in Spanish. Didn't Mr. Bermudez know they had only just started learning Spanish? It was impossible. This week, their letter was C. Jason couldn't think of a single Spanish word starting with C. The only thing he could do in Spanish was sing. Jason started humming Ami Burro. It was a song about a little donkey. Dara asked Jason why he looked mad. He rolled his eyes. I'm not mad, I just can't think of a word that starts with C. Silly, she said. I know something that starts with C. But before Jason could say anything, she yelled, chocolate! Jason stared. Yeah, he said. I even know the Spanish word for that. Chocolate. Same spelling, different pronunciation. The next morning, Jason brought a big chocolate bar to school. But he'd skipped breakfast, so he was hungry. He peeled off the wrapper and took a quick bite to get him through maths. He could bring half a chocolate bar to Spanish, right? It was still chocolate. One more bite would be fine. Jason had eaten the whole bar. He had none left to show the class. Before long, it was time for Spanish. Jason had a funny feeling in his stomach that had nothing to do with all of the chocolate. Starting at the front of the classroom, the students got up to share their objects. Akash showed off his calcetín, which is socks. Katie held up a corbata, which is necktie. Jason's turn was coming next. He couldn't sit still. He started humming Ami Burro, and suddenly he grinned. Mr. Bermudez said, Jason, it's your turn. What do you have? Jason stood up. He was ready. Canción, he said. That was Spanish for song, and he sang Ami Burro with gusto for the class. Then he took a bow. Is it letter A or is it letter B? The correct answer is letter B. The events in the story happened in this order. Akash asks Jason what he'll bring for Spanish. Dara says chocolate starts with C. Jason brings a chocolate bar and eats it. And Jason sings a song or canción to the class. For our final answer, the correct answer is letter B.